Check. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get the lemon into the water. 104.4, pretty good price if you think about it in the long term here for Bitcoin. It's insane. The bots are running the show on the back end. It's a Minotaur Trading System, right? If you go follow me on Twitter, look at this. This is true. This is not photoshopped. 98.9 it went in at 98.950, got out at 109.32, made $228 for me. Used 11,000 in trade volume. It's just unbelievable. Like, it made all these trades, 26 wins, 0 losses. We're going to jump on in here and we're going to do a cool, quick little interview. And I really want to discuss this bot because the bot has been amazing. It's been ripping. It's been doing damage. I like it. It's awesome. Can you hear me, Costa?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. So I got to turn off the live.
Excellent. I'm going to swing you live right now. And right now, everyone, I am with Costa. Costa made Minotaur Trading Systems. He's the guy that designed the company. He got some other geniuses working. He got his own sauce going. I'll let him talk. But I saw him at Bitcoin Nashville. I found it very interesting. I was very hesitant. Like, I was against bot trading completely. He had a very light conversation with me. We both were like, yeah. But we liked each other.
Yeah, man. So that's basically what happened. We had a stall in Nashville, and we'd really hit the ground running with the algo. We'd been working on it for a few years. By the time we got to Nashville, we'd really nailed the retail version of this product, and it was performing really well. And we wanted to get the hands into the right people. And you came past the stall, and we started chatting. You told me you were a trader. We said we were automators, and I think we just kept crossing paths a few times. And eventually we just said, look, man, let's just set it up for you and just let it go. Like, we don't have to make a deal, we don't have to do anything. I just want to see it run for you. And you're really open to that. And when we came back home, I live in Australia and you went back to the States. We had a couple of Zoom calls and I was up at 5 a.m. kind of engineering it all for you.
It's 1 a.m. right now.
And then we just let it run. Yeah, it's 1:45, yeah. And then we just let it run. And I think we didn't even spoke for like a month, 2 months in between. We just let it go. There was no pressure, no anything. And you came and you basically sent an email and you're like, man, this thing's like working. It's just like keeps buying and selling, and it's really good at making the trades that I would have traded. It's really good at picking those entries, the local bottoms and all that kind of thing.
This is it, and it's working great. Like, it's working unbelievably well. I'll continuously show stuff to people in the trading group too, because I don't want to be so but I'll show you guys results all the time, any questions you have. And when he said the word jackknife, he's right. I've seen different people use it for many different aspects, to high risk, to low risk, to bigger money. Depends on where you want to go. They definitely will coach you onto like where some areas maybe you don't want to get too far into. The way I use the bot, honestly, I want it to be a little more aggressive, but like, you kind of should feel that way because that's how it's doing what it should be doing. Like, it's doing a overall slow grind, making small amounts every single day off of Bitcoin moves. If I adjust the algorithm too much, then maybe I'll get it into hot sauce. And right now it's just performing well. And it gets itself in and out of high leverage trades and knows what it's doing. And it can mitigate when the price goes down. It makes the most money, like you said, when the price dumps. I love when I'm out somewhere, when I'm doing something and I sell out of my trade and then the bot gets an extra little percentage. And like you said, it's like having a buddy behind you. There's days where I get in, I see divergence. You see me today, we were precise. We waited for the 200 to cross. We were really precise with our entry today. The bot entered a trade a little while. I didn't get to show you guys because it was quick, but the bot had entered a trade. I showed everyone today on the NASDAQ. They were trading the NASDAQ. Bitcoin was coupled with the NASDAQ. I showed the whole team on the NASDAQ that the bot had made a trade. And I wasn't trying to say anything, but I was just saying, hey, that's technically almost a NASDAQ signal today. Sometimes they're correlated, sometimes, but technically it was a NASDAQ buy signal too. And so far, it's proving right. The bot bought the bottom today. It bought the bottom today at about 8 in the morning. So it performed again. It does, like, I bought the bottom. Yesterday, it did well. Sometimes it sells a little after me. Sometimes I sell the top a little before. It depends. It's funny. I try to beat it. Like the other day, last night I sold the top. A minute later, it sold like $300 lower than me. I was like, I beat you, bot. Like, I got you by $100. But it sells the top, man. It's right there with me. It's like running with me. You know what I mean? If you're trading 7 days a week like me, you're going to catch the bot buying and selling like at these key areas. It knows. So it's awesome, man. It's been great.
Yeah, and the good thing is, like, it allows you to set aside some capital where you don't have to think about it, right? And you can think in a bigger way. So instead of jumping on the computer today and go, how much am I going to trade with? What's the position size going to be here? What am I going to use for leverage? You don't have to think like that. You're just thinking, how much of my portfolio am I going to allocate to automation, right? And the world we're in right now, like, these markets are becoming far more algorithmic. They're dominated by algorithms, right? So we enable you to put yourself in a position where you can allocate maybe 5, 10, maybe more % of your capital to an automated strategy, right? It's going to handle position sizing, it's going to handle leverage, it's going to handle absolutely everything. It's going to be completely 100% hands off. We've also got a support team around the world internationally. We've got some people in Europe, we've got some people in the US. They're the ones that helped you out. But with all that, it means that at any time you can calibrate your overall position. Say, I want to allocate 5, 6 figures to this algorithm and this bot. And then you just let it sit. You don't have to worry about that. And then you can really focus on the daily trading that you're doing yourself. And you just know that this thing's in the background, like ticking away. And I know, because we've had these conversations before, is you're starting to put a lot of your savings into the bot, right? Because you know you're just going to be earning on them. Like, why not put 80 grand, 100 grand? Why not put 200 grand on it? And that's what it's particularly good at, right? It's particularly good at holding that larger amount of capital and just set it in there and just let it do its thing. And it allows you to kind of free up. You don't have to worry about the emotion. You don't have to worry about all the technicals, the position sizing and all that. It's just going to take care of everything for you.
We didn't even like talk about my favorite part of the bot. My favorite part.
Go on.
Because I'm just like an exponential fiend. Like if I can, I'm trying to double, maximize, triple, you know, like I work out while I listen to Mindset, right? While I'm watching a trade, you know what I mean? Like I'm doing 3 things. Like I called the bottom yesterday during my workout. It was crazy. Inverted head and shoulder. I had the right shoulder. It was just like, it doesn't always happen like that. But yesterday was like it was a perfect day of trading. Now the bot, man, let's 105, 439, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So what I love about the bot is, so what I do is you put Bitcoin into the bot. And he can explain this perfectly, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I might botch it, but you put Bitcoin into the bot, you send it to your unified account or whatever you have going there. And we're getting questions too. How much is it? You know, some people are interested. We're getting a lot of questions telling me people are ready for that next level. And so we'll get into that in a second because I know you guys are fiending. We still have 1,700 people that stayed here. That means there's a lot of interest in the bot. This is a huge deal right now. 877 likes today. Everyone. And again, I would never waste your time, everyone, with something. We have a guy right now in the stream, Mario, I think Pavlov. He said, I never would have bought the bot if Sam didn't recommend it. And I love it. Like, he definitely skeptical thing.
Yeah, well, I know Mario. Yeah, I've seen his name pop up. Yeah, Mario.
And he's very happy with his experience. So here's the deal. I buy the bot. Bitcoin rips, right? And lately we've been getting rips. We've gone to 100K and back down below 90 a couple times now. We've gotten 100K back to 74. So the point is the bot has performed very well. It's done great. Either way it goes, it gives me gains. And I go back to my account and there's $1,800 sitting in there, $2,000 sitting in there, right? I leave it alone for a week or two. I don't even look at it. I go back and there's a couple grand, anywhere between usually $1,000 and $3,000 is sitting in there when I don't, and I come back and then I look at the charts. I look at my daily, I look at my levels. And when Bitcoin takes a nasty red day, I buy more Bitcoin. And what I'm doing now is I'm adding to the actual compounding effect. And so the bot started with 80K. Right, or I even started when it was, I think Bitcoin was 60 grand or like 70 grand, and I put in a third of a Bitcoin or something. I eventually put a whole Bitcoin when Bitcoin was maybe 70,000, 60,000. So I put 60K in, and now there's 130 grand in there. It's double my money. If you looked at it just money size, it made 100%. But that's with Bitcoin going up and the bot compounding. But if you did the real math, Bitcoin's going up. I'm using Bitcoin as collateral. It's using the Bitcoin to constantly make money all the day long. And then there's also USD there and then I'm using optimized red days to position that money back into the you know what I mean? I'm doing it at a high level, and then it's using the compounded nature. If I did, I said the other day, man, I should have done 3. If I done 3, I would have made a whole Bitcoin. If I did 10, I would have made 3 Bitcoin already. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So basically, at the end of the day, I'm doing this myself. Like I'm trading this system, and I'm doing exactly what you're doing. I use it with Bybit Unified Trading Account. Binance has a multi-commodities account. BigGet. So a lot of the major exchanges do allow you to use Bitcoin as collateral. So you deposit your Bitcoin into the unified trading account, let's call it that. And then the bot is able to basically start working based on that collateral sitting there. So it's going to basically start generating trades and generating profits. And then they're going to show themselves there and just realize USDT. So great. So I've got Bitcoin that's sitting there, and now I'm starting to make money essentially with that Bitcoin. It's kind of like you're getting rent for your Bitcoin. It's actually a better way to put it. It's kind of like mining. You're mining, but you don't need any of the hardware. You're putting your Bitcoin to work. Yeah. And once you've got that USDT, then all you're doing is you're waiting for the right time to trade it back into Bitcoin, convert it to Bitcoin. And then you've got the upside of not only exposure to Bitcoin and not only exposure to more Bitcoin, but consistent income generation from the trades, right?
thank you so much for the opportunity to present this to everyone. Thank you for working with me and trusting in me and my community. And have a wonderful day, man. God bless you, brother.
Awesome. Fantastic, Sam. Thanks a lot, man. I'll see you soon.
See you very, very soon.